Good day, I am Joshua G. Ganar, and in this video, me and my group mates will discuss about the different engine safety protections. But first, what is engine safety protection? So it's a device which are fitted to safeguard the engine from major damages and breakdown. And we all know that the marine propulsion is the mechanism or system used to generate thrust to move a ship or boat across a water. It is a massive structure that consists of many parts in order to propel a large vessel. That's why several protective devices are fitted to safeguard the engine from major damages and breakdown. And there are four main types of protection system on a ship's main engine, which is the alarm, shutdown, the slowdown, and starting interlock.
Emergency signals or alarm on a ships are installed all over the vessel's various systems and machineries to notify the crew about dangerous situations that can arise from different types of emergencies on a board ship. So, is to ensure that a person can listen to the audible alarm when working in an area where seeing a visual alarm is not possible and vice versa. So, main engine alarms. Low oil pressures alarm, jacket water high temperature alarm. Example, if ever need na siya og lubricate, mo alarm na siya para manotice into the control which is to determine who are duties at the time. And piston cooling high temperatures alarm, scavenge high temperatures alarm, exhaust gas high temperatures alarm, turning gear engage alarm, and fuel oil high temperatures alarm. So if ever that is have a malfunctions in that system, mo notice na naad to sa control room.
So next is the slowdown. Slowdown occurs when there is an alarm and that alarm was acknowledged but was not rectified, or the actions taken are not sufficient to control the ongoing problem. That is why the main engine slows down to counter the restored parameter and to avoid further damage of the engine. So here are some of the main engine slowdown signals. We have the main engine or main loop oil pressure signal 3, which slows down when it reaches 3.2 bar or lower. We also have the crosshead loop oil pressure signal, which slows down when it reaches 9.0 bar or lower. We also have the main engine jacket water pressure signal 2, which slows down when it reaches 2.5 bar or lower. Now for the temperature signals, we have the main engine jacket water cylinder outlet temperature signal, which slows down when it reaches 95 degrees Celsius or higher. We also have the main engine piston lube oil outlet temperature signal, which slows down when it reaches 85 degrees Celsius or higher. The main engine cylinder exhaust outlet temperature signal at 522 degrees Celsius or higher, and the main engine cylinder exhaust temperature signal, which slows down at 70 degrees Celsius or higher. And lastly is the TBCH exhaust inlet temperature signal, which slows down at 530 degrees Celsius.
So in shutdown, so when there is a higher fluctuation in the engine parameters which can harm other system of the engine, so the shutdown protective devices cut off the fuel supply and the engine stop. So the causes of shutdowns are engine overspeed, main and thrust bearing low oil pressure, and thrust bearing high temperature. And now let's proceed to the main engine shutdown signal. So first is the shutdown. So it is the main program and control automation of the ship, of the main engine in the ship. It can shut down or slow down and fail if the auto chief has malfunction, can cause automatically the shutdown of main engine because of no automation. And the next one is the main lube oil pressure signal 1. So if bumaba yung 3 bar or less yung pressure ay automatic, it gives signal to shut down the engine because of lube oil and go into the engine. And next is the main engine jacket water pressure signal number 1. So if the cooling water pressure is less than 2.4, automatic mag-shutdown na yung engine. And next is the main engine piston lubricating oil flow signal. So if the lube oil flow is less than 2.0 kg per second, the feed rate to the piston, it gives a signal to shut down the engine. And the next one is the main engine valve air spring P signal 1. So if the pressure is less than 4.5 bar, yung pressure exhaust valve ay hindi na bubukas. Yung exhaust valve kaya hindi nagagalaw ng maayos, na possibly makasira sa makina, kaya siya i-shut down. And next is the speed signal 1. So if exceeds to the high level at 110 RPM, yung main engine ay automatic mag-shutdown because of overspeeding. And lastly is the control fail auto speed. So if the control in at deck fails, it gives an immediate signal to shut down the main engine to prevent it from further damages.
Lastly are the starting interlocks. They are also considered safety protection of the engine since they prevent damage to the equipment and harm to the operators. They ensure that all systems and equipments related to the engine and starting the engine are operated and arranged properly. The starting interlocks mainly prevent the starting of the engine if certain conditions are not fulfilled or followed. Examples of starting interlocks, just like what we've mentioned in the other videos. First is the turning gear interlock. It prevents the engine from being started if the turning gear is engaged. It prevents starting air from coming to the engine. Running direction interlock. This prevents the fuel from being supplied if the running direction of the engine does not match the telegraph. Next is the starting air distributor in end position. This prevents starting from taking place if the shifting of the distributor has not been completed. We also have the auxiliary blower interlock. Next is the air spring pressure interlock. It ensures that there is sufficient air spring pressure for the exhaust valves for the operation of the engine. So that would be all for our engine safety protections, and thank you.